I just put in some gluten-free noodles, and those are boiling in this pot over here. Put in a pinch of sea salt to taste. And right now I'm about to get the meat sauce mixture together. And so what I have here are the Heart's Desire meatless beef strips. And here's what they look like. They kind of have the texture of beef a little bit. They kind of shred a little bit. They're a little softer than, you know, actual beef, but I tried a little piece and I believe they did a pretty good job of making these actually taste like beef. So right now I have this pan heated, and I'm going to add some smoked olive oil to the pan just a little bit. And this pan is very hot. Yeah, as you can tell. And so what I have here is a half of an onion, a white onion, and a green bell pepper. Generally I would use red onion, but we had white onion already available, so I figured I might as well just use it. So I'm just going to put this in the pot. This is hotter than usual, so I'm just going to put this in here. Alright. Put everything in. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is just saute it so that everything softens up a bit. Okay? And it's releasing all of those yummy flavors that I absolutely love. And you can see that the onion is browning up a bit. It smells so delicious right now. So we're just going to let that saute. Be right back over here. So I'm going to continue to stir. And I'm going to turn this down a bit. And what I have here is a seasoning salt mixture. It's a mixture of seasoning salt, onion powder, chili powder, and a little bit of sugar. And what was really cool about the sugar that I found was it was unrefined and fair trade. So I was really excited to find that. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this mixture on the vegetables. And this will definitely help to get the onions to caramelize, and that's what you really want. You want that sweetness to come out in the beef strips. Okay, so I'm going to put everything in. Everything's pretty much softened the way I like it, which is exciting. I'm going to go put this over on the counter. Alright, so I'm just going to mix all this together, and it smells absolutely delicious right now. Like, I cannot even explain to you how yummy this smells. Oh my gosh. I'm super excited to taste this. So I'm going to add some more of my seasoning mixture. Now with this meat, you're really going to want to add a lot of seasoning. You really want it to taste really well. It does kind of taste like beef, but you do want to make sure you do add your own flavor. Don't depend heavily on the, I guess on the people who make the meat. But it's like any other meat. Like, you want to flavor it the way you want it to taste. Okay? And so right now I'm going to add some tomatoes. Okay? And that will get like basically all the juices flowing. All the seasonings that are stuck to the pan are just going to lift up. And I'm just going to mix that in. Okay? Alright, so now I have some tomatoes. So I'm just going to add the rest of this. A little bit more actually. That should be good. Alright. And I'm going to mix this together. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is add some seasoning salt. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Some Italian seasoning. Yeah. And really mix that in. And what I added was, actually this is just like the Italian seasoning blend that you can buy from the store. But what I like to do is just add in my own herbs that I really love. Like I added some cardamom, which I love, and to me tastes absolutely fabulous, in tomato sauce. So I'm going to add the rest of these and really get that in. Now what really gives my spaghetti and my sauces a kick is that I like to add hot sauce. And what I have here is some Caribbean hot sauce. Now Caribbean hot sauce is really nice because it's smoky, extremely extremely flavorful. And it's seriously hot. It's not like some hot sauces where they claim to be hot and you're like, where's the heat? No. This really gives you the heat, which I love. So you can basically add as much as you want. I also like to add other types of hot sauces as well. I'll add more than one. And my mom makes a really awesome salsa, so I love to add salsa as well. So I had some smoke, liquid smoke. It kind of evaporated a little bit. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of that in there. And to me, liquid smoke definitely adds so much flavor. I just love to layer the flavors inside of my sauce. And so what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water to this can so that I can get the rest of the tomato sauce out and give it enough liquid for it to simmer. Just add the rest. Alright. And so right now I think I'm going to add some wine. Wine will definitely add a lot of flavor and layers as well. Okay, so let's get that wine. And this is red wine, so I'm just going to add a little bit. And I also added pepper flakes to the seasoning, salt as well. A little bit of wine. Cool. And that smells so good. Words cannot even explain. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir this and let this simmer a bit for about 15 minutes. Right now the pasta is actually done, so I'm just gonna strain that, add some olive oil to it, as well as some garlic, and let that sit for a little while, and then I'm going to add it back to my mixture. And so what will happen is that the noodles will, you know, absorb all the tastiness from the sauce. So I will be right back. Add this to our sauce. Okay. Garlic pieces. Garlic is pretty chunky in there, which is really nice. I'm gonna put this back over here. Oops, I didn't turn it off. Okay. Oops. And so what I'm gonna do is just mix in the noodles and the sauce. Okay. And let this simmer. And so my other suggestions for the sauce is actually adding, oh my gosh, habaneros. Habaneros are absolutely delicious. Like habaneros in adobe sauce, oh my gosh, that's absolutely delicious. And I like to add that to my sauce as well. I just like my sauce to kind of taste a little bit like barbecue sauce. I just tasted this. It's not too barbecuey, not too sweet. It's more on the Italian side. I like to make a really smoky, like I said, barbecuey spaghetti usually, but I still have that smoky flavor. I added a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce to give it a little bit of kick, and some vinegar to really bring out that tomato. And so I'm just mixing everything together, and I'm just gonna let this simmer for a little while and let these noodles absorb all the flavors from the sauce. So yeah, this sauce, you really can't go wrong with it. Just add whatever you like. I just always make sure to add Italian seasonings, a little bit of something smoky. It really also helps with the meat. You know, this is not real meat. So the smokiness really takes the place of not having real meat for me. I used to add bacon actually to my spaghetti. Like I'd add bacon and andouille sausage and just, I went overboard. So this is just a really good change for me. I'm really focusing on replacing flavor, replacing fat, I should say, with flavor. So just making sure all that is mixed up. So I will be right back. I'm going to let this simmer and I will have this all dished up. I would also recommend making an awesome salad to go on the side. Maybe some garlic bread but definitely add in a vegetable. I think I'll do broccoli. I mean, I know broccoli really doesn't go with pasta usually, but I love broccoli, so I'm gonna add some broccoli. Actually just cook it on the side and eat that with my pasta. Welcome back to Sable for Change. So on today's video we turned these Heart's Desire meatless beef strips into an awesome, here it is, pasta with a homemade sauce. And so what I have on top of my pasta is marinated pickled artichoke hearts. I would usually sprinkle cheese, like sometimes I would sprinkle cheddar cheese. Usually I would put like Parmesan cheese on top of my pasta. So this is something different. And so I'm just going to taste it to see how it tastes. I'm going to start off with just the sauce. I did taste a bit of the sauce before and I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to taste it. That's really, really nice. Very nice. And so now here's going to be the fun part. So I'm going to actually first let me try one of the noodles and see how it absorbed the sauce. Okay. Really nice. I like that. It's very spicy. Okay, so take some of this artichoke heart. Alright, mix it together with the beef strip. And get some sauce and some noodles. This is a big bite for me. So this really works. It does. Let me try the beef by itself. I love the flavor. The texture of the beef is a little bit softer than I would like. So I would suggest maybe really sauteing the beef really hard next time and really making sure it really gets a nice crisp on it before adding the sauce. But other than that, it's not too bad. I'm loving the sauce and the pasta together. You don't have to put meat in this. You could put vegetables. I would suggest putting spinach. I guess I was saying before, broccoli, like you don't think about mixing broccoli with pasta like this usually, but I would say broccoli, carrots, a little bit of celery, so you don't have to add in, you know, a fake meat product. You can actually just add in vegetables. I think I'd prefer it if it were just vegetables, because I do love the taste of vegetables. But so this is my second try with this fake meat. So I would say this is better, definitely better than the first time. Wow, loving that. So definitely better than the first time. So my suggestions are making sure that you really make a good sauce, because the first cutlets that I tried, the first fake meat that I tried did not have a good sauce, and that really just made everything really bad. So if you are going to try fake meat product or another veggie source protein or something like that, I would definitely suggest really layering your flavors as much as you can and doing it as healthy as you can. So replacing, you know, butter with olive oil and garlic, you know, really getting that awesome flavor. So I want to thank you all for watching today. So we are starting with one to inspire a generation. I'll see you all later. Bye.